Part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is incredible! I really didn't know anybody would hate on this part, but apparently there's a lot of Part 3 haters, right? Apparently this shit was very repetitive. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys saying this shit might not have been repetitive, but it was good repetitiveness. It was entertaining repetitiveness, right? And you can't tell me that final fight wasn't worth all the waiting. Even if you were bored, which was, how were you bored? I mean, it's new shit that you could never imagine every single episode happening. You know what I'm saying? But that final fight with Dio, that is the greatest fight I've ever seen in my entire life. The only one that I think can top this is Ringo Rodigan versus Gyro Zeppeli in Part 7. That might be the only fight. They need to animate that shit to perfection, first of all. But that might be the only fight that can even compete with that fight. Part 3. It's really the main part. Jotaro is really the Joestar. Who's more of the Joestar than Jotaro? No one. He was in Part 3, hey? He was in Part 4. He is in Part 5. They see a little clip of him in like the first episode, I think. He's in Part 6, right? This nigga is the Joestar. The only one who's even close to him in terms of being the Joestar is Joseph Joestar, because then he was in Part 2, he was in Part 3, he was in Part 4, he was in Part 5, and he was in Part 6. That's how you know Jotaro was really goated. That nigga was in all them parts since he became a Joestar. He was in every single part after he became a Joestar, and niggas still hate on this? I will never understand that people hate on the villain of Dio. Yo, Dio might not have had these evil reasons. Maybe he just wanted to be evil, gang, right? You guys acting like this nigga has to have a whole flippin' tragic backstory for this nigga to be evil. Yo, evil people just exist, bro. They just eviling around. You know, hullabaloo and all this scuffles and ruckus. That's what they do. And that's exactly